Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So today's class is going to be our last class from the topic fractions and decimals, and starting with the first question for today, that is question number 46. 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 is represented by which one of the following figures? Now first let us find out what does this actually is. 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5 is equal to how much, children? How will we subtract these two like fractions? Subtract the numerators and keep the denominator. Yes, 3 minus 2 is equal to 1 divided by 5 our denominator. So 1 by 5 is the fraction that we are looking for. Coming to the given figures, in option A, what does option A represent? 1 by 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So option A represents 1 by 7. Option B represents 2 by 5. Option C represents 1 by 5, and option C, that's it. Option C represents our 1 by 5, and our in the given question also we want 3 by 5 minus 2 by 5, which is nothing but our 1 by 5. So option C becomes our correct answer. Next, coming to question number 47. 5 by 4 into 2 by 3 is equal to how much? This is multiplication of two fractions. We have learned how to multiply two fractions, right children? 5 by 4 into 2 by 3. How do we multiply two fractions? Do we need to take out the LCM? No, we just multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. The numerators are 5 and 2, multiplying them, divided by multiplying the denominators 4 and 3. 5 into 2, 10, divided by 4 into 3, 12. 5 2s are 10 by 4 3s are 12. So 10 by 12 is our answer, that is option A. And if you look at option B, children, 10 by 12, if we want to reduce it to the simplest form, that is when we divide both the numerator and denominator by 2, 10 divided by 2 is 5, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 10 by 12 is also equivalent to our 5 by 6. That is option B. It is also equivalent to 5 by 6, that is option B. So the correct answer for question number 46 becomes option C, both A and B. The product of 5 by 4 and 2 by 3 is both A and B, that is 10 by 12, which is equivalent to 5 by 6. Question number 48. What fraction of the figure is unshaded? What do we want, children? The fraction of the figure that is unshaded. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And this complete we have 5. Yes, children. And if we combine these two halves, we'll get our number 6. And again, if we combine these two halves, we'll get our unshaded block number 7. And if we combine these two blocks, half blocks, we'll get our 8th block, which is unshaded. So in total there are 8 unshaded blocks. And how many blocks do we have in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16. In total we have 16 squares here, out of which only 8 are unshaded. Now here this 8 by 16 can be represented as what? If it is reduced to its simplest form. Both 8 and 16 have 8 as their highest common factor. So to reduce this fraction to the lowest form, we have to divide both the numerator and denominator by 8, which is their HCF. 8 divided by 8, 1. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So 1 by 2 is our answer. What is unshaded, children? 1 by 2 part of the given figure is unshaded. And how do we read it in words? 1 half. 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 half. Yes. So option B, 1 half, becomes our correct answer. I hope this is clear. Question number 48. Next, question number 49. Which number should come in empty circle so that the sum of each arm of star is the same? So what are they saying? Each sum of each arm of the star is the same. This is one arm, this is one arm, this is one arm, and this is one arm. So the star has 4 arms in total, and the sum of each arm is the same. Let us see. What do we have in the first arm here? 2 by 11 plus 6 by 11 plus 2 by 11. Now as these three are like fractions, we can add them directly. 2 plus 6 plus 2 is nothing but 10 by 11. The sum of this arm is 10 by 11. In the same way, let us check this one, children. 2 plus 7 plus 1. 2 plus 7 plus 1 is again 10 divided by 11. Again this arm 3. 2 by 5. This is a 10 by 11. This is 10 by 11. 2 by 11 plus 5 by 11 plus 3 by 11. We are calculating the sum of this arm. Yes, again as these are like fractions, we are keeping the common denominator. For the numerator, we have 2 plus 5 plus 3, that is equal to 10 divided by 11. So for each arm here, the sum is 10 by 11. Now when it comes to this arm, here we are having only 2 fractions. The third fraction is missing. 2 by 11 plus 6 by 11 is equal to how much? 8 by 11. 2 plus 6 is equal to 8. But the total sum should be equal to 8 by 11 plus 1 fraction is missing. And the total sum should be equal to what, children? 10 by 11. Yes, the sum of each arm is 10 by 11. Now to find out this addend, what do? We'll subtract the addend from the sum. 10 by 11 minus 8 by 11. How do we subtract? Again keep the common denominator and subtract the numerators. 10 minus 8, 2 divided by 11. So 2 by 11 is our missing fraction here. That is option B. I hope this is clear, right? Next question number 50. Rohit has a bag with 8 red marbles, 4 blue marbles, 5 green marbles and 9 yellow marbles, all of the same size. Now what fraction of marbles are red marbles? Now Rohit here has a bag which has different colors of marbles. Now from this bag of different colors of marbles, we have to find out the fraction of marbles that are red in color. Now how many red marbles do we have, children? We have 8 red marbles. So 8 becomes our numerator. 8 divided by, what about the denominator? The denominator will be the total number of marbles. We have to add all the number of marbles together. 8 plus 4 plus 5 plus 9. Yes, 8, 4, 5, 9. When we add them together, 8 plus 4, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 9 is equal to 26. So this 26, that is the total number of marbles, becomes our denominator. 8 by 26 is the fraction of red marbles. That is our option A. Yes, children? Next question 51. Replace star by a number. 2 by 5 is equal to star by 15. What is the given question here? We have to find out the numerator here, children. See, this is, it means that both the fractions are equal. What are the given fractions? The given fractions here are our equivalent fraction. Both the given fractions are equal to each other. Now if you look at the denominator, here we have 5 and here we have 15. How will we get 15? 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Yes, 5 into 3 is equal to 15. Now for the denominator we have multiplied by 3. So that is why we have to multiply the numerator also by 3. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. So in the place of star we have to get the 6, children. Okay. In equivalent fractions, we multiply both the numerator and denominator by the same number. That is why we have multiplied the numerator by 3. 3 2s are 6. Option A becomes our correct answer. Next question Number 52. 20 by 25 is same as dash. That means again is same as means we have to again find the equivalent fraction for our 20 by 25. Now if you look at the given options, all the numerators and denominators are less than the numerators and denominators here. See here the numerator is 20, but in the options it is either 4 or 5. Yes, so if I multiply our 20 by 25, if I multiply with even 2, the numerator will become 40. But here the numerators in the option are lesser than the actual numerator. That means we have to divide both the numerator and denominator. Yes children, if you remember from equivalent fractions, we can find out the equivalent fractions by multiplying and also by dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Now here we have 20 divided by 25. What should we divide it with? Both 20 and 25 have 5 as their highest common factor. So if we divide both of them by 5, 20 divided by 5, 4. 25 divided by 5 is equal to 5. So 4 by 5 is our equivalent fraction here. 20 by 25 is same as our 4 by 5. That is our option A. Clear children? Equivalent fractions can be found out by either multiplying and or also by dividing the numerator and denominator by the same number. Next question 53. How many 1/5ths will make one whole? How many 1/5ths? 1/5ths means 1 by 5 children. See 1/2 means what does 1/2 mean? 1 by 2. 1/3. 1/3 means 1 by 3. In the same way here 1/5 means 1 by 5. So how many of 1 by 5s will make our whole? Whole means 1 children. Whenever in fractions we are talking about whole means the number 1, the whole number 1 here. Now we have to find out how many 1 by 5s will be equal to our 5. That means we have to find out the number that 1 by 5 should be multiplied with to get our 1. Now there are two ways to solve this question. First you can take the each given option. If I take option C, so 1 by 5 into 3 is equal to 3 by 5. Is this equal to 1? No, it's not equal to 1. So C is not our correct answer. Coming to option A, 1 by 5 into 5. That is equal to 1 5s are 5 divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1. That is nothing but our whole. So option A, 5 becomes our correct answer. This is trial and error method where we take the options and check which is the correct option. Now coming to the actual method of solving this, we have to divide 1 by 1 by 5. We have to divide this 1 by 1 by 5. How will you divide children? The first number as it is, division becomes multiplication, and for the second fraction we write the reciprocal. 1 by 5 becomes 5 by 1. Now how to multiply? Multiply the whole number and the numerator and write the denominator as it is. 1 5s are 5 divided by 1. 5 by 1 is nothing but 5. So option A, 5 is the correct answer. When we have 5 1/5ths, it will be equal to whole. 1 whole. See 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5 plus 1 by 5. So like this we are having 5 1 by 5s here. When we add, what will the answer be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, this is it. Divided by 5, that is equal to 5 by 5. That is nothing but 1. So when we have 5 1/5ths, it will be equal to 1 whole. Next question 54. Hanith won exactly 3 by 5 of the ribbons for first place. Now which of the following could be the group of ribbons Hanith won? What are they saying? Our Hanith here won few ribbons, out of which 3 by 5 are for the first place. Yes, out of the total ribbons he has 3 by 5 ribbons, that he has one for first place. That means, what does 3 by 5 mean? 3 out of 5 ribbons are for the first place. 3 out of 5 ribbons are for the first place. Coming to option A, we are having 1, 2, 3. 3 first place ribbons, yes. And is the total number of ribbons 5? Yes, the total number of ribbons is 5. It is representing the fraction 3 by 5. So option A becomes our correct answer. If we look at option B, C and D, even in option B we are having 3 first prize ribbons, but the total number of ribbons here is 6. So it's not correct. Again, coming to option C, here 4 ribbons are for first prize and out of a total of 5. This represents 4 by 5, and option D here is representing the fraction 2 by 5. So only option A is equal to 3 by 5. So that is why it is our correct answer. Next, question number 55. The model is shaded to show which fraction? Now this model is shaded to show which fraction, children? What does this represent? We are having two fully shaded models. Two fully shaded models. So it becomes the whole number 2. And in the third model, what is the fraction of shaded parts here? 1, 2, 3. We are having 3 shaded parts out of 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So 2, 3 by 4 here becomes the fraction that is representing the given model. 2 fully shaded models, and in the third model only 3 by 4 is shaded. Option C, 2, 3 by 4 becomes the correct one. Next, question number 56. What fraction of the figure is unshaded? Now what do we want here? The fraction of the figure that is unshaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. We are having 4 unshaded parts divided by what are the total number of parts? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In total we are having 10 parts. So 4 by 10 becomes the fraction of the figure that is unshaded. That is our option D. Next, question number 57. What fraction of the following numbers shows a fraction where the numerator is greater than the denominator? What do we want here? From the given 4 fractions A, B, C and D, we have to find out that fraction where the numerator, that is the number written on top, is greater than our denominator. If we look at option A, 23 by 22. 23 is our numerator, 22 is our denominator. Which is the greater one, children? Numerator. Yes, numerator is greater than the given denominator. So option A becomes our correct answer. If you look at B, C and D, in all the 3 cases, the numerator is less than the denominator. So they are not our correct answers. Only option A is the correct one. Next, question 58. Sohan bought 2 1 by 2 kgs potatoes, 1 by 4 kg tomatoes and 1 by 4 kg peas. How much weight did he carry home? Now 2 1 by 2, 1 by 4 and 1 by 1 by 4. These are the weights of the different vegetables that he has bought. Now the total weight, what is the total weight here? We have to add. What were the figures? 2 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 1 by 4. Yes, children. So these are the total weights we have to add. For the ease of addition, what we'll do, we'll convert this into improper fractions. 2 2s are 4 plus 1. 5 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 4 1s are 4 plus 1. 5 by 4. Now again here we are having different denominators 2 and 4. We have to find out the LCM. Or else what you can do is, children, keep 5 by 2 as it is. These two are our like fractions, right? So you can add these two together. It would be 1 plus 5 divided by 4. It would be 5 by 2 plus 6 by 4. Now we are having only two fractions, 5 by 2 and 6 by 4, of which we have to find out the sum. What are the LCM multiples of 2 and 4? We have 2, 4, 6, 8, and for 4 we have 4, 8, 12, 16. What is the least common one here? 4 is the least common multiple. Yes, so 5 by 2 and 6 by 4, right? 5 by 2, 6 by 4, LCM is 4. So here we have to multiply 2 by 2 to get our 4, and then for 6 by 4 we are already having 4 in the denominator, so we will just multiply with 1. 5 2s are 10 divided by 2 2s are 4 plus 6 1s are 6 divided by 4 1s are 4. Then we have 10 plus 6 by 4. As they are like fractions, I am adding them. 10 plus 6, 16 divided by 4. And what is the answer for 16 divided by 4? 4 4s are 16. 4 is our final answer. It is the final quotient. What is the total weight in fraction? In fraction it is 16 by 4 kgs. When converted into a whole number, it is option B, 4 kgs. Next question 59. A dash makes a whole. Dash makes a whole. Again, whole means what? One complete figure, one complete object or something like that. Okay. Coming to option A, 2 halves. Yes, when I combine 2 halves together, I will get one full or a whole. So option A becomes the answer. Yes, again if I take 3/4, 3/4 means only this much. The 1 by 4th will be remaining. 5/3, 5/3 means 5 by 3 or 5 into 1 by 3. Again it will not be equal to 1. 2/4 means 2 into 1 by 4, that is nothing but when simplified to the lowest form it would be half only. So what makes a whole, children? Option A, 2 half make a whole. And coming to the last question for today, question number 60. What fraction of the figure is shaded? So let us count the number of shaded parts. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are having 5 shaded parts divided by, what are the total number of parts? 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So 10, the total number of parts becomes our denominator, and this 5 by 10 is the fraction that is representing the shaded part of the given figure. Option A is the correct answer. Yes, children, with this we've come to the end of the chapter fractions and decimals. We have learned everything about fractions and decimals. We have solved many exercises problems, and also we have covered the multiple choice questions that will be asked from this chapter, fractions and decimals. Visit our website www.aimstoday.in for other information regarding online classes, quizzes, live worksheets, DIY activities, English classes and coding. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.